Three, two, one.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. It is the 3rd of May. It's Fed Day. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this morning. I'm trying to clean things up as we speak. P&L moving all over the place. I'll make it up to you. Okay, let me go into TradeGATEHub. Listen, let me go to my main. Well, you know, I'm going to sign up TradeGATEHub. Keep in mind that I sign in just the same as everybody else if something here wants to go. Okay, IEP should go down to 20. Okay, all right. So anything that I'm going to say now is basically irrelevant because we have Apple numbers. We have Fed coming out today. It's really been, if you see the Z-scale breaking high now, it's really been a smash and grab kind of market. You know, things are acting actually very well now. Uber's still going up. Listen, it's going to all be about the Fed. So I posted all the relevant data throughout the week. Go back to the red YouTube channel, Goldman, CTA's positioning. What happened to this TGTX? Etsy, Wayfair, EMPH. That's the one to be long. SPWR. Okay. Listen, it's not going to be about stock picking. We're all going to be on here. I mean, this is an opportunity, and it's really about knowing what you can handle and knowing your style as things move aggressively. You know, like I said, I wish there were more hours of the day. I woke up this morning and things were moving. I had stocks that were trading up nicely pre-market that I had some size on. I'll just give you an example. Here's this AYX. AYX got upgraded, right? So I took a position in it. I get it. It's a bottom pick. I'm maybe a little bit of a day early, but I like the volume 3 days down, right? So stock's trading up pre-market, fact. So stock's trading like 36.40. I turn around, the stock opens down 34.83. So now I have orders to sell, and I can't sell it because I'm trying to buy more. I knew that was somewhat of an anomaly, if you will, as you can look now, the low. I mean, I'm trying to buy it. I couldn't buy enough because I had to sell orders there, and I would have been a short sale, and I was screwed up. So I had to cancel orders. And then look, and I'm the only one. I said, this is incredible, 34.80. So you turn around, and the stock's 35.80, $1. But now now my price is what? 36.48. I might be, in for it a little bit. We'll see what happens. Stocks are acting very well. For example, here are the futures. Here's the chart on the spot. Today's SPYs. They're basically at the low of the morning. Here's today. EMPH, I bought when the futures were, the 4 handles, 2.5 handles higher, or 4 handles higher. And, I bought the bottom. Now the futures are going lower and the stock's going higher. I took all the pain. Now I'm not in it. And here's EMPH. Insider buying. A lot of stocks are acting well, but the rotation is still evident as, the futures are coming in and, stocks, AMD, might not be the best day to trade AMD, Uber. There's a 4th day up, 5th day up. Uber's got some move in it, 29 to 37. It's a short candidate. My Chewy was kind of a letdown. In normal days, Chewy got upgraded. The stock would be up $4, but I sold some 32.10, selling some 32.10. It's a little bit of letdown, some back and fill. Not a lot of these stocks go completely parabolic to the upside. You know what I mean? BFRG stuck me. That got me. I was up in this thing nicely too. ELEV. I have a lot of this. It broke out, but of course, I was preparing and I didn't sell the high, but I'm in it still. Z-scaler again. Futures are going lower. I'm buying it. Look where the futures were at 9:30. This is where Z-scaler was 87, 9:30, 9:35. So the SPYs were at the high of the day, basically 9:35. Z-scaler, which I caught low, is basically wouldn't go. It did the opposite. Now it's, you know what I mean? So you have to know what you have. FIG's going higher. I saw this breaking. So listen, I posted the probability, CTAs, all the research. It's not really about my opinion now. Like I said, it's going to be stock picking before, Jolt's number. Then I came into the Fed. Then it's going to be Apple. Then there's more data. So, you know what I mean? You very rarely can rest, but you have to concentrate and focus. That's number one. Know your style. It's a lot of things moving and a lot of things giving you opportunity, as you can see on my main screen here. ZS. Oh, that hurts. TGTX. I went into the shower and this thing was 31.70. They got me. I'm shorted a little bit. I am. Not gonna lie. A little bit, but I'm a glutton for punishment. That's how it's at Zoom, Chewy, Intel, SMCI breaking all-time highs. SMCI, wasn't this somebody was Gerard, somebody in the room. I think even Paul mentioned this one. All right. So this will tell you, give an example that there are new leaders and there are strong sectors. Stocks like Eat, Red Lobster. Well, that's starting. Eat making a move today. If I didn't have my plate so full, I would almost pull the same thing as an AYX. Stock had earnings, closed at 40, did a down print of $5.50. Did the back and fill the shakeout at 36, went to 39. Great movement. As the VIX isn't even up that much. EWs, you could see these guys here taking a little bit of a rest. Crocs, Onions up. Fizzler, how you doing? Run making a good delay, a day up. BFRG, bag holders, Lewis would say. AMD, Nevada, ON still acting well naturally. Meta, Shop, Amazon, SC, Netflix up, Roku down, oil still going. What oil would I buy if I could? I think I would have bought Oxy if I would have bought anything. What's the long term? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Not even holding the opening. What are the small ones I have? DraftKings can't hold. Intel taking advantage of AMD's down day. Cisco, SYI, the other Cisco, food processor, food maker with that SFM, 1 day delay. SFM, I was a hero selling at $39.99. It didn't print the 40, and it sat at the 40, and it had an offer at 40. And the longer it went at 40, the longer I said, you know what, this bastard's not going to do it. So I wound up selling it like 39 right here, 39.74. Looks like a 1 day wonder, 40 to 35. But that tells you stock moved 10% up and down, probably 20% on a full, on a full rotation, if you will. FCX, I missed it, had too much on my plate. Not saying it was a barn burner, but that every time it showed here, even with that 2 gap down, all right, I get it. 36.34 to 36.50, not the best of trades. AMD, nothing. Caesars Palace. I wanted to short this too. Caesars didn't even open that much. Listen, if Caesars was strong, it would be like in the MGM, it would be in the Las Vegas category. It would be in this kind of category, but it's not. So for those that look for Caesars, that were looking for a parabolic move, they were fooled. And right at the 50-day, which is 46.52, as you can see up here, where I tried the short, I had open orders, didn't get it. It fell correctly from right where it should, that 50-day, 46.60 to 45. It's $1.20. You know what I mean? You got to be sharp, but that's all retail money within the first half an hour of trading, if you will. Now it's going to settle out. Now it's range bound between 46. See what happens. Amazon, Microsoft, what's going up right now? What's going up right now? Zscaler is not going up right now. Is my dog going up? BFRG. I'm in that. Bullfrog. If I was short Bullfrog, it'd be down 8 points. Believe me. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That's not how I think. That's cheap. Caterpillar reversing. Home Depot finding a base. Asan taking a lot of calls today. And I'll go to the feed for a second. Asan is taking calls. Also, Boyle was taking calls. Boyle might be picking the bottom. No, Boyle was taking calls. Let me show you what I was looking at. I did put it on TGH, as I'll go to. This guy's a good trader, by the way. He's got a hell of a sense of humor. Follow him. Kawashik. He goes, he's adding to some net here, now waiting for comments. And I get it. I'm not going to do net yet. Whoa. Net's good for me is going to be under 40. But he did some. Look at him, 42.10. The 43, good for him. I get it. I'm going to wait until under 40. But then I said to him, why don't you buy Twilo? And Twilo, which I covered massively, at 55, left 10% on the table. No big deal, Mike V. Like, okay, what are the guys doing? I'll just show you the option flow because opinions are irrelevant. It's opinions and ranges. Oh, not opinions. It's your style and ranges. Opinions are irrelevant. I apologize. I'm catching myself as I'm looking at Schwab. They're buying puts. Oh, there you go. Path. Oh, that was a sign. Well, Path is on there now. Oh, they're buying puts in Path. I'm in that. But you know what? When they go, they might squeeze this Path. Look at Path. That was my 2022 best idea. That's correct. but I put my ego aside and I sold it where? That's correct. Oh, I sold it way ago. I sold it like 30, 32. My God. 13. And I took a loss. Thank God. Would have put, you know what? It would have put me out of the business. And I had a lot of it. 40, 50,000 share path down another 20 points. That ain't coming back. The buying puts now. Schwab, DT. Let me show you where I saw Uber, Schwab, GoDaddy, Uber bullish all morning. FRCB, they're still going into Schwab and the FRCB puts. And there's the chart on Schwab daily. And I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Unless there's binary news when this thing opens up 20%, maybe you could try to hedge yourself this way. I know people are in the position, but you look at the SPY and you look at Schwab and you look at where's PACW, that do anything after the horrible data market. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Normally I trade those, but I'm just not into it. I'll leave that to the professionals. There's ARBs, there's all that type of stuff in there. You know what I mean? Liquidity, that's the issue why we're going down here. This bounces, we're okay. Do the math. Look at yesterday where we closed. Remember, we closed strongly and we rallied a little bit throughout the day. This is what's killing us, the LQD. Okay, Capri bullish. They've been telling me about Capri bullish for like 4 months now. And this is the chart on Capri. Why am I bullish on this? It's a short squeeze candidate. Trust me, those are not the reasons to buy stocks these days. Asan, there we go. Asan. Gold. There's the picture on gold. They got it. 2030. Got room. We get it. It's also going to be predicated upon the Fed. Blah, blah, blah. Exxon, no interest. Early update. Morning started off extremely slow. We have some activity. Uber and CAT. And some of those hot biotechs, which I'm in. Label acting well. We should add the label here. I'm not in it, but I might buy it. But where is Asan? I wanted to point that out. Lucid. Brunswick, fear and greed, positive. It's positive for the market at this point, as ominous as it looks. Schwab, it's all Schwab, Uber. I got a point. IEP, there's Uncle Carl. Uncle Carl. This guy's, if he was able to short squeeze Herbalife 100 points on Bill Ackman, he's not allowed to, he can't shoot his short squeeze his stock. Asan, there we go. And there was more Asan calls too. Catches a 500 lotto bull sleep. Lotto, a lot. Very easily could be short-term hedge, but they're going out further. So Asan, you know what I mean? There it is. I get it. Fine. Ugh. Well, do the chart. Every time they get to a low 8 or 9, it bounces. And it has some calls. You want to try to pick a lotto for a short squeeze into the number, I get it. Aside from that, that's what I can do. Do I have a profit taking on CRISP? And that's a person A that has a grasp, Gerard, of what I'm doing. CRISP is long term. I think CRISP. Yeah, I think CRISP can go back up to the 50, 200 day, 55. Yeah, I like CRISP. Bought it well. Do I have a profit? Listen, CRISP is, listen, one of these things with CRISP, Gerard, maybe you want to try to maybe buy some in the money lotto calls. This stock with this gene editing is almost set up for some type of binary news. Do I have a price target? Listen, if you see how this could move, 43 to 55. There's a 2-day move from 51 to 62, move from 62 to 78. So I'm gonna take it as it goes. But I like the entry here. Came. It went up nicely on some volume, came all the way back. Came all the way back down to the 50-day on low volume. Good entry for me here. My price target. You know what? I hope I'll have to come up with one when it gets there. But I like the entry point. I should have a plan on the exit. There's no question about it. Maybe I got caught, but what's going on now? All right, Lily. I got you, Lily. Lyft. All right. So did Lyft go with Uber? All right, big deal. Well, this is with Lyft. All right, everybody that went on the Uber train. All right, you bought it 1060 to 1120. Bravo, I get it. Nice trade. It's not for me. Not sexy enough. 3M. What's that doing? 3M. This is showing on 3M. Had its chance, Lewis. DuPont was down 4 yesterday at one point, rallied a little bit. I didn't look at it, probably down. Oh, DuPont. Well, look at that. We might be looking at re-enter here. There's that gap here. DuPont with type of range 65 strike price. These are the things I think about. I like for it to go under 65, which was yesterday's basically high. Is the juice out of the punch bowl on DuPont, maybe more macro. The line in the sand for DuPont. It did make on the weekly, did make a hell of a run up. Look at the other ones. Let me see. CCI was active yesterday. That made a nice move up. That'd be the one. These chemical maneuvers, chemical stocks, Eastman Chemical, not interested. 3M, Schwab, CFG, Imgen, Nerds breaking. No, Path, another one. There you go. This is just recent. Path. All right, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Chewy. Here we go. They're backing up the Chewy. Is this what I want to see? June 23rd. How much in calls? $92,000 worth of calls. That's not really, I mean, I'm not being obnoxious. I could do that. I'd have to build into it, but that doesn't do much for me. June 23rd calls. All right, maybe the guy should, well, all right. It is what it is. AYX, call volume and normally bullish. Come on, baby. 36.56. I just sold it. Hold on a second. The market going up here. AYX, I just sold a large part of it. Now I'm short Z-scaler. How the hell did that happen? AYX. Hold on a second, crew. Look at that, some of this garbage. Market's going. Now I'm short ZS because ZS rallied. See, look at this. Now I didn't cancel. Another thing. You know what? I have to make this to the TradeView team. Remember to cancel your stop orders. And you know what? I had to sell. You know what? This was my buy of ZS, and this was I wound up actually selling at 87.40. My original sell was 88.30. Now I'm actually shorted. So let me cover some ZS here because of a mistake. What am I should 88.13? Let me try to make a little lunch money. How much is that? 88.13, 88.13. Maybe we'll cover this. Pay for lunch. TGTX killing the fucking family. What else? ELEV, ZS, ON, semiconductor. Negative now. BFRG, TGTX. Are they going to give me this? What else is going on here? Gold making another nice move up. Lithium. No, oh, you know what? Nugget was the stock yesterday. Nugget. Where are you, P-Rod? Now's the Nugget time. Oh, it had volume yesterday. See that? They brought it down on low volumes. Walked it down, walked it down, walked it down. Yesterday went up with the volume. It stalled a little bit when it was time to buy the Nugget. That was the time to buy the Nugget. Next, 1, 2, 3 drives up. It's got another drive, right, Coach? Did they give me that C-scaler? Did I cover it? That's me still, 88.13. They gave me a little bit. I should cancel it now. What else is acting wrong? SMCI. Mike V, not going to be short this. This is not my schnitzel here. Now, this thing's got room. Intel. Ford, negative to positive. Ford. All right, I got to go. I can talk all day. Anything? Guys, the one that you should be looking at now is this. For everybody. Stock scanner. Pardon me. Up high in relative volume. Right down. As my mentors would say, what's strong before will probably be strong after. Saying some major Fed outside the line speak that completely wipes out rotation. So here are the stocks. Plenty of stocks on the board here is 1130. 150, a whole page of them. At least 100% volume. Down volume. Page of them. Down volume. There are things to do. There is stock picking. You got levels on the indices. Know your plan, know yourself. Okay, so we'll see. I'm here all day. I'll see what the Fed does. Parlay it into Apple. Today's only Wednesday. Got Thursday and Friday. A lot going on. Probably building things into the weekend. And still learning. So a lot going on. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Have a plan.